Hello, everyone. Dr. Rob Kiltz. How you doing today? Just sharing the Fertile Fireside Chat. I'm late today. Sorry about that. Marie, DMO6, SROD 253. I was in Colorado Springs visiting the team there. And so I got back a little later than usual uptown. Yoku, hello, Hope. Mrs. Alcampbell, how are you doing? Sharing some thoughts and ideas how to improve your fertility. If you haven't seen our Keto for Fertility cookbook with Maria and Craig Emmerich, you got to check it out. If you go to our website or drkiltz.com, you can find it. Sorry, it's backwards on those that are on the Instagram. Jana, hello, Heather, hello to all. Outside Philadelphia, great Rachel, hello to you. Upstate New York, Skinny Atlas, the weather's a-changing. But wherever you're from, we're here to share some thoughts and ideas. Don't forget, if you go to the family building guide, let me make sure I got the right one. This is the previous family building guide, and now we have the new family building guide. It's full of all of the stuff we've been talking about for so long. The immune protocols, immunology. It talks about keto and why it's so important for all of us. I always say keto for everyone. And for those that want to try carnivore, go ahead. But listen, it doesn't matter if you're vegan, vegetarian, anything. Hello, Gulzara. Hello, New York. Hello. And Judith, Lydia. Hello, Minnesota. Lena. Let's see. I think it was a Virginia there. Let me get, let's see. Madeline from Jersey. Cindy. Madzada from, I think you said for Virginia. Welcome to everyone. No matter where you're coming from, even if you're not experiencing some difficulties on this fertility world, we're sharing some thoughts and ideas. Let's see. Kiltz's Conversations, usually at 11 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday mornings after my 10 o'clock live. But this week I talked to Brian Sanders on Sapien, and he had some other stuff and nose to tail eating for those of you who want to try nose to tail. Rachel, surgery, lysis adhesions, endometriosis. Learned my only and remaining tube is damaged. All right. So reduce inflammation in your body. Remember what you put in the mind and the mouth, and acupuncture, massage. I always say meditation and prayer. You got to pray every day and visualize that the thing you desire is already there, and it will help so many ways. And so, Rachel, if you're looking at towards IVF, ask about the mini protocol and about our reproductive immunology protocols. I think those are all really important. Tanya from Louisiana, it's my pleasure. I'm sharing the things that I've learned along the journey, by the way. I'm no smarter than any one of you guys, but I focus my time and energy reading and listening to others and experiencing this. And I've learned so much from all of you, by the way. So keep throwing those new and different ideas. Texas, thank you for joining us. And have so many people coming from Texas. Cindy, Tricia from upstate New York. Let's see. Well, we're working that Colorado services are better and better and better. So be grateful for that amazing team. They're doing amazing, but the CNY Fertility, they're bringing it together. Meg's going to be out there, but again, everyone is doing an amazing job. And let's see, hemorrhagic ovarian cysts cause infertility. Molly, I don't think hemorrhagic cysts cause infertility, but the fact that you have hemorrhagic cysts may be a reason that you're having some fertility issues. Inflammation causes more cysts for sure, by the way. And let's see, looking to my second retrieval and transfer next year. Cindy, great. This week I will do fibroid surgery, get rid of them. And opening my tubes. When do you think I can jet back out? Usually I have to wait 3 months before you can do a transfer after a myomectomy of any significance. But you can always do retrievals and make some embryos if that's the case, by the way. All right. Let's see, Kansas City, Danny La Chilona. Let's see, laparoscopy found a lot of scar tissue and mild endo. Could this be the answer to multiple or miscarriages and failed? Yes, Jackie, 2019, for sure. So you're finding inflammation inside the abdomen and the pelvis, which is all caused by a standard American diet and lifestyle, 3 to 6, high plant-based, low-fat diet, right? That's the game changer. So slow it down. I say one meal, one snack, and that is it. And I'm a meat carnivore, but I was at the Broadmoor this weekend, this last couple of days, and boy, did I enjoy a little cinnamon roll. And they had a really, really, really great, what was the other? Oh, a chocolate croissant. Look, from time to time, we need to enjoy some of these other things, by the way. Dr. Mag said 25% of people need adjustments to their progesterone based on ERA. That means people in the 25% would never successful transplant the ERA. No, that is not true. This is all science that sometimes isn't exact. Most science isn't exact. That's what I'm learning. But the ERA may pick up about 25% of people that may need a little bit of adjustment, may need some adjustment. But again, the reason why, boy, I don't know that we have an absolute answer to that. But we always like to have numbers that we think they're solid. They're not, by the way. They're all very movable, by the way. Let's see, Mazda Fenzi, let me get to your question. Let's see, AMH dropped since last couple of months. I was at 1.2, now 0.67. Do another retrieval. You have 3 embryos frozen currently in Syracuse. So, banking more embryos is never the wrong thing to do, by the way. Making sure you're following some of the things that we're sharing in either our family building guide or Kiltz's keto lifestyle. It's radical, but if what you're doing isn't working, why not radical, by the way? So I think that you may want to look at all of these things. I'm not sure certain DHEA works for anyone anymore. I think the science between DHEA may be snake oil. I have more to talk about that. Unfortunately, I am being sued by a doctor who claims a patent on DHEA, which I think is ludicrous and wrong, and they have no right to do that. But they did. Nebraska, hello, Kristen, 40 years young. All of our transfers have failed. What should our next step be? Immune protocol 3 or 4, and keto for sure. If you haven't had a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, I recommend it. And it may be to look at a gestational carrier or donor eggs as other options. But the one thing I focus on in my life is faith first and fertile fatty foods. Keto, keto, keto. The key to health and wellness is Kiltz's keto lifestyle. It's not proprietary. I'm learning it from so many others. It really, really, really works, by the way. Let's see. Serendipity Design. First consult, Dr. Condor on Wednesday. He's awesome. Yes, Dr. Condor, we love you. Debating whether to do genetic testing or not. I don't recommend genetic testing. They would have thrown me away. I would have never been here. You know the rest of the story. And I'm not a huge fan of it. There you go. But remember, you're in charge of what you do, but science often is do. I've learned that science and facts and data often are misleading because we doctors like to have a famous paper. We have lots of things that we think are right, but ultimately my bet is so much of what we say to people is wrong. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, low AMH DOR, Pintessa, it's to look for endometriosis and scar tissue that may help reduce your inflammation and help you get pregnant. The problem with these DORs and low AMHs is that that's just a number. Plenty of women have babies with DOR and low AMHs. So, you got to still do something. And again, if you look at our family building guide, I can find it here somewhere. I know this is a little backwards on our Instagram page, but you might find some really good stuff there, by the way. And sometimes what I'll do on my Instagram, if I can do it, let me see if this works. You might be able to see some of the better things there, but I do prefer to look at it this way to see you guys, by the way. So Hannah Mack, let's see, Deslicious, Janamel and just Jamie. Let's see, Kimmy, 410. Does progesterone hypersensitivity have an effect on implantation or progesterone dosing for transfer cycles? Hypersensitivity. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but progesterone levels and progesterone absorption, all of these things are likely factors. That's why we adjust doses and we give you different formulas of progesterone, including progesterone oil, vaginal or oral doses, by the way. What if you're a carrier of something like Fragile X, do I do PGTM testing or not? Listen, that's still up to you guys. I still think plenty of women with Fragile X have plenty of normal, healthy babies, but it's your choice if you want to do these things. The science is all over the place. That's the craziness. Alex Marie, hello. Adenomyosis, have adenomyosis clearly waiting to do laparoscopy check for endo. For those with endo and adenomyosis, by the way, you might look towards either Orlissa with letrozole or Lupron letrozole for 2 to 3 months. And of course, always Kiltz's keto lifestyle, low inflammatory nutritional solutions. The problem is that, remember, plants want to kill us and we just don't understand. What does it mean when donor eggs don't make it to blast? It could be bad sperm, it could be bad eggs, it could be a bad environment. Basically, we're always looking for something different if what you're doing isn't working. What's the likelihood that you will have another chromosome abnormality again? Just found out trisomy and miscarriage at 43. No one knows the exact number to that. Is it 10% or 40% or 60%? Because if you don't get pregnant again, right? No more pregnancies, no more risk of a miscarriage and risk of these things, but you need to risk a miscarriage and an abnormality. Unfortunately, this is the hard part of the story. Answer questions over times in Colorado office. Tanya, she had a retrieval and had 1 egg, but it ended up with several abnormalities. I plan to do a second retrieval. I'm taking supplements, Acupuncture, CoQ10, Cervical, anything else I can do to help. Once again, CNY Fertility Family Building Guide, and of course, Kiltz is crazy, keto. Don't forget that. Oh, and the babies, I'm going to get rid of the word diet. I'm tired of diets. We're going to change it to nutritional solution. Check this stuff out. But that's where maybe priming with Omnitrope, estrase, prometrium may help, acupuncture, massage, and lots of, guess what? Faith. And don't give up. Lovenox for enoxaparin. Yes, you can. You recommend a modified natural transfer. I do a lot of modified natural transfers. You know, there's no one answer to this. When should you do this or that? If what you're doing isn't working, do something different. That's really the most important part in all of this. Tanya, again, my pleasure. Can it prevent hemorrhagic ovarian cysts, reduce inflammation? That's all we know how to do. You know, it's if everyone knew how to prevent infertility, cancer, stroke, hypertension, diabetes, we'd all be doing it. Now, I have a theory on if you do Kiltz's keto, 1 meal a day, reduce inflammation, that may help, but I don't know the absolute answer in all this. I'm not a big fan of the birth control pills. I've seen plenty of women get cysts even on the birth control pill. You guys are doing good. Let's see. Common is it to get all one gender embryos and 2 separate retrievals? Not very common, but it happens. You know, you're doing something to get something different than you have, and there's a risk that what you're doing won't work. That's the hardest part to this crazy story, right? It's all crazy. Let's see. What do you think about taking DHEA for low ovarian reserve? Evelyn, I'm being sued by Dr. Gleicher for apparently he has a patent that says I can't tell you that. Otherwise, I'm infringing on his patent. But I think he illegally and unethically has that patent. So I would say don't buy his DHEA, but maybe other less expensive DHEAs may be okay, but I don't know that answer. I don't know that the science for DHEA is even worth it. Most people say it probably isn't of any value and it may be harmful. So I'm beginning to take away all of my previous recommendations, including the fact that I had sold it in the past, but I would say maybe we should boycott DHEA altogether, and maybe we should write the FDA and FTC that maybe Dr. Gleicher's patent and supplements are like something's wrong with the DHEA, but I'm just talking out loud. Sorry for that. All one gender, we answered that. Taking molecular fertility, ovarian blue medications, and Katie. The truth to say about all supplements and all this stuff is no one knows the right answer. FDA has not adequately evaluated all supplements, including molecular fertility supplements, by the way. But supplements, vitamins, minerals are all recommended by so many for reasons that I'm not even sure I understand. But if I say they treat a disease, something is wrong. Amazon order, yes, Amy, I know. Look at when I got a cease and no, not even cease and desist, like you're infringing on my patent. I'm like, are you serious? You have a patent? Never told anyone in our medical journals, and never claimed maybe he had a conflict of interest, which I think maybe he's selling his DHEA at a higher price than everyone else, and so he seems to me he's price fixing. But this isn't my soapbox, by the way, so I got to be careful. History of preterm delivery between 30 to 36 weeks, babies, all healthy and well, now exclude you from treatment at CNY Fertility. Cassie Rose, we'll be glad to take you at CNY Fertility. I don't tell anyone they can't get our help, for sure. Blast report, day 5, grades, all these others, day 6 and 7, not graded with sound. Which sound I transfer, which should I transfer, so upset about the grades. Listen, don't be upset about your embryos. They're your embryos, and humans grade embryos, and I don't think they're very accurate. My opinion is pick whatever embryo you want and transfer it. Every time we get upset at our children, don't we want to support them with love, not anger? If you get mad at your embryos, they're not going to feel so good, by the way. We do embryo glue in all transfers also, by the way. Medication to help the baby make it past the first trimester. Look at the CNY Family Building Guide, our Immune 3 and Immune 4. This is where we use things like Plaquenil, aspirin, prednisone, Prograf, IVIG, Humira, intralipids. Kiltz is keto, Kiltz is keto, Kiltz is keto. I know it's crazy. And remember, listen, I'm only giving you ideas. In order to get advice, you must have a doctor that tells you directly what to do, or you decide what to do, and you need to understand basically whatever you're doing, because you're taking some risk in whatever you're doing in this, unfortunately. Should I stop taking the medications it made my cycle abnormal? No, I can't tell you that. You got to talk to a practitioner about any of those sort of things, by the way. Listen, again, I've written some books that have some ideas that might be helpful on your journey for having a baby. We talk a lot about reproductive immunology and why is keto so amazing, because it's a low inflammatory nutritional solution. That's the craziness, by the way. Stephanie, HSG results look normal. How important would it you say to SHG now? Rule out possible scarring and blocking. It's not critical to do a saline histogram. You can do a hysteroscopy, a laparoscopy. These are just added tests to look and see whether or not there might be an issue, by the way. Let's see. I want to try it. I just hate to cook. You know, I used to love to cook. I'm the boringest cook now. Although I did make a little gluten-free pasta for Miss Tia tonight and a ton of butter, some blue cheese. I did have a few bites. I rarely do, but I do love, I'm Italian. I love pasta. I love food. Holidays coming up going to affect my starting IVF. We are closed on Christmas, closed on New Year, but otherwise we're open the rest of the day. Lydia, found out tomorrow if the cycle will be canceled because of lining. Holidays, Shelley Lewis. I found out that I have fibroids. I don't know how many. Ultrasound, MRI may be helpful. I think getting rid of them can help also. I know you said keto nutritional solution, but is there any way of getting rid of inflammation? Is there any other way? Listen, plenty of people have babies and don't do keto, by the way. So I'm only giving you some ideas. Whether you're paleo or Mediterranean or Atkins or vegan or vegetarian, pick it. If what you're doing isn't working, look to these things as additional changes. And inflammation is reduced by doing one meal a day. Add the fat. Carbs, I call it carbocaine. It's the cause of most inflammation, unfortunately. But that's where you look at the immune protocols. They may be helpful, by the way. And nothing that we have to share, we patent, by the way. As a physician, I went into medicine not to patent what I share with you, but to help you. Not to patent a supplement that everyone sells at a lower price. And I'm claiming no one should do this, by the way. I think the FDA and FTC needs to be some complaints from people who buy the DHEA that's more expensive and there's no proof it's any better. Leuprolide, good for FET for someone with endometriosis. Yes, so Lupron or Orilissa for maybe 2 to 3 months may be helpful to reduce inflammation, okay? And you might want to add a little bit of letrozole to that also. What would be a reason why our baby's heartbeat stopped at 6 weeks and why? Samantha, I'm so sorry about that loss. Look at Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle and Family Building Guide. Everything we talk about is all related to intra-abdominal inflammation. The more you put in carbs and plants, 3 meals a day, they're going to damage your uterus and potentially your baby. So that's why I talk about this. Fasting is the fastest way to fertility. One meal a day, by the way. It's really critical and it doesn't make sense. I have a genetic lottery kidney disease. Who can I get to test my husband to see if he's a recessive carrier? SEMA4 can do that, but quite often these genetic lottery diseases are simply a predisposition, but the diets you're eating cause the disease. If you simply would go to a carnivore or a keto 1 meal a day, a lot of inflammation goes away. But you want to look at a SEMA4. We do a lot of the screening for all of that, by the way. The phone number you give to text you, Ashantia, 315-416-9872. I do my very best, but sometimes I have to turn it off, put it away, so I can focus on Ms. Tia a little bit, or just go my studio and spend some time where I can do a little bit of this. Let's see, got pregnant, it was 16 weeks pregnant, lost my son. I'm so sorry. Umbilical cord was around his neck and choked him. Oh, Dominique de Bloch, I am so sorry. Never give up, have faith, be patient, and persistent. That's really the key to all of this. FET ended in miscarriage 7 weeks, adding Lovenox intralipids. They help by reducing inflammation. Lipids is fat. It reduces inflammation, and Lovenox reduces the risk of blood clots in the placental bed, the microvascular capillary bed. That's why I recommend fasting. When you're pregnant, fast, 1 meal a day or less, by the way. And if you're overweight, as they say, you've got the fertile energy for your fetus. Trisha, I've been having irregular periods. I've always had a normal cycle till now. Maybe it's due to stress. Stress, everyone has. It's due to something happening in your body due to inflammation. Tests ran everything, and they said all my labs look fine. No reason. Just got 2 to 3 months in between my periods. It's PCOS metabolic disorder, by the way. And you could still get a reversal. Maybe some letrozole, a trigger shot can help for sure. If IUI worked before, can you still try IVF? Beautiful, spoken to. Absolutely. It's your choice in the treatments. We just give options and ideas, and however you learn about them, you have the right to that knowledge today. And in my opinion, we doctors should be helping everyone have lower cost medical care, not higher cost. And if we are claiming a patent and then charging extra for a drug you can get for a fraction of the cost down the street, how can we be forced to tell you to use someone else's patented, no, not even a patented DHEA. The DHEA is not patentable, my friends. Let's see. Big hugs, Sarah Bam Bam. And I will tell Tia, thank you, absolutely. And I am a blessed, lucky guy. I have an amazing team, amazing family, and you guys help make sure I'm taken care of well. Is 42 too late for medical intervention, non-IVF? I have, there's no luck after, no luck after. I know after, would you do monitoring for that? They won't treat my fertility here. Listen, BMI doesn't matter in my opinion. Us doctors have to stop hunting down this stupid BMI. And diet doesn't matter, my friends. Lifestyle, and reduce what you eat, change it, no matter your weight, size, age, gender, descriptions, or whatever it is. We're going to reduce inflammation and get you there. All right, Amy. Sorry, Amy. Let's see. 4-year-old, no luck after that. I don't get pregnant. Would you do monitoring? We can help you with monitoring, by the way. And your BMI is perfect. Again, look at Kiltz's keto. Again, this is a lifestyle nutritional solution to reduce inflammation. That's what this is all about. And I'm going to get rid of this stupid word as you see way over here. I'm going to get rid of it. Nutritional solution. That's what it needs to be. And the family building guide. You can go to my website and you can download it for free. Travel patient just started stems on Friday, Jamie. Thank you. And labs next Wednesday, Friday. When should I prepare? I expect to come out to Colorado retrieval. It's about 10 days of stem and 2 days later retrieval. That's the best I can tell you right this moment. The team should be able to give you a little bit more, but it's not an exact or perfect timing, unfortunately. IVF transfer last month, and my doctor confirmed that I'm pregnant, HCG. 1431, I don't have any symptoms. Nothing is wrong. That's very, 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 very normal. Many women don't know they're pregnant until pretty much time to deliver. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. But listen, why some people have a ton of symptoms, others don't, I don't know. We did a cycle in Syracuse, and that's the pregnancy that just ended 6 weeks. I have a couple questions I'd like to ask you. Could you repeat? 315-416-9872. Text me this week. I'll try to get you before the holidays. I am taking Christmas to New Year's off. I needed a little time in my studio, my pottery painting, and maybe get on my bike a little bit. Let's see. What are your thoughts on acupuncture and helping with getting pregnant? Jetter and Jules Cavaliers. Acupuncture, massage, meditation, prayer, herbs, all things may be helpful. These are all things that, the problem with all of these treatments, including DHEA, the studies aren't perfect. They're very wrong. And unfortunately, I think sometimes we make claims, even for all of our supplements, that maybe we should step back and shouldn't make. You read about these things, you decide for yourself. That's the best way I can say. Go to the FDA FTC website and ask, why is Dr. Gleicher claiming a patent and suing Dr. Kiltz and charging more money for his DHEA? Something seems wrong to me. I think we all need to take control of this healthcare marketplace, because I think we're all being duped in this market with a bunch of people charging way too much money for all the services that we should be able to get for a lot less, by the way. And I'm really working on getting medications for less. Let's work on more low-dose protocols. I think that's really, really important. Kelly, Regimen testing for recurrent implantation. Absolutely, it may be very helpful for you. So you might look at the Regimen testing. Dr. Vidali has been working on that. At 45, fit failure, you might need donor eggs as a better approach to that than the testing, but it may help. Let's see, Marlene Berry, Varktech, fresh versus frozen transfer. One is not better than the other, Heather. They both work nicely. If you failed at one, let's try a different one, by the way. Ovarian and uterine PRP, intralipids, lupron, omnitrope, acupuncture, and keto. I always say, if what you're doing isn't working, let's jump in and do something different, by the way. We're going to be sharing a lot on affordability, access, quality, and maybe the science is snake oil in too many ways, and we need to find some faith in spirit and work on ways to visualize a baby and look at all sorts of alternatives. But any of us that's claiming a patent on a supplement that everyone can buy for a quarter of the price, something seems wrong. All right, start Orlissa, letrozole, or Lupron for adenomyosis instead of doing laparoscopy check. Yes, you can do that. Ahmad Zada, you can do that also. Behave a 4-year-old, let's see, Amy, behold a 4-year-old from IVF, I think. Kelly, make sure I'm getting all your questions. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm sorry I missed you guys at 10 o'clock Eastern time today, but I think this might be better for some others around the country. And again, I'm grateful to everyone. And by the way, I highly respect all the doctors that are doing the science and putting things out there. But sometimes our claims are overreaching and getting a patent for something that we should all have equal access. That seems something wrong. And I think our professional organizations should do something to come down about the ethics about all of us and how we're doing things, and we can all do better. Hope ladies, after 15 years of infertility, we got pregnant on our 3rd transfer with CNY, 27 weeks with the baby girl. Don't give up. Keep going, Nicole, right? Everyone, keep going. Lots of baby dust, lots of faith. I read biblical texts. It doesn't matter what your religious or non-religious beliefs. Find something spiritually and positive and uplifting, by the way. And it takes egg, sperm, embryo, uterus. It takes you, by the way. And sometimes all these books that claim one thing or another, a grain of salt, even my literature, by the way. It's very imperfect. I'm just sharing some thoughts and ideas. Do not claim in any way that I'm the expert any more than you guys are. Today, you have more access to information than I had in medical school, at thousands of dollars to get in there, by the way. 5-month break, got a hysteroscopy array, endometrial receptive DX that found no bad findings. Why we are infertile or get cancer or diseases, Kiltz thinks it's vegetables trying to kill all of us. We eat too many vegetables. Eat a little bit from time to time, add the fat, add a ton of fat, a little bit of salt, but no other spices, by the way. Thank you. Let's see, call the office, ask for medications, or do we need an appointment? Talk to the nurses. They may be able to help you with these things. If not, just text Kiltz, 315-416-9872. I'll do my very best to get you in as soon as possible. I just want to send accolades and gratitude. So many amazing fertility doctors and nurse practitioners, PAs, and nurses, but all embryologists and everywhere in this country, in this world, all working to do their very best to provide great access, affordability, quality. Integrating Eastern and Western medicine to me is number one. And to naturopaths and acupuncturists and chiropractors, also a thumbs up. Process for egg preservation using gestational surrogate. Daryl Whitney. So basically, we'll help you get some eggs and put the eggs on ice. Make some embryos, and when you're ready, thaw the eggs and transfer them into a gestational carrier. All you need is to make an appointment. We get you moving forward with one of our practitioners from around the country. And again, we see people from around the globe. I'm really excited that we're sharing so much open access information. If it's an open access, no one should have the right that sharing information should be patentable. Basically, I'm being sued because I mentioned that a supplement over the counter that you can get for less money might be helpful. But now I believe DHEA might be snake oil. Don't buy it right now. I think maybe we have to put a hold on it for all of us. It might be harmful, and maybe I've been part of that, and I apologize completely. Chemical, Nicole Reardon, a chemical, my first fresh transfer, finished second, and FT successful. And for everyone, share your stories that are success stories, and even your sad, heartfelt stories that are hard in this process. By the way, I highly have respected and do respect Dr. Gleicher. I know he's a brilliant man. I'm just saddened by the fact that they're going after money and not making more mommies. That's the part about this area of medicine, that I went into this business to help people and not hurt people. And I know some things that I do aren't perfect, and we can all do better. So none of us are perfect in this process. Be happy every day. Let's see. RPL positive test today, had pink and brown spotting since ovulation. Progesterone, aspirin, Lovenox, intralipids, prednisone, Plaquenil, maybe even IVIG may help in all of these things, by the way. How much time does it take my body to benefit from a new vitamin regimen? It may take a day, a week, a month, or 3 months. The vitamin regimens aren't always so perfect and understandable. I say 2 to 4 weeks of a change in either what you put in the mind or the mouth. To me, it's a high fat, low carb, no carb, 1 meal a day. It's lots of smiles and faith and pictures of babies and you, your partner, your family, whatever it is you want to do in all of this. Again, I'm grateful to everyone for their amazing support. We're going to be putting some stuff out there, asking for everyone's support and help. Maybe go to the FDA, FTC website and say, what's going on with this DHEA stuff? We should have open access to all medications that are supplements for sure. And if the medication is itself is patented, then we want to give those that patented the medication the accolades. Gallbladder out first pregnancy. Let's see, I get my gallbladder out first IVF pregnancy ruined. How long until after I can start round 3? Keto will help with that, by the way, and fasting will help with that, 1 meal a day, but anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks should be good with that, by the way. Should I change immune protocol after miscarriage? Heather Lynn Sakara. Look at level 3 and level 4. I tell all of my centers, level 1 and level 2 in general is not for most that are coming to us. Level 3 and level 4. This is where Plaquenil, prednisone, Lovenox, higher doses, weekly lipids. And number one, what is Kiltz always going to say? Kiltz is keto, and I'm going to get rid of, what do I want to get rid of? I want to get rid of this word right there. We're going to lose the word diet, and we're going to change it to a nutritional solution for fertility. So you got to help me get rid of this, and I'm going to work on it in 2022. Weight doesn't matter. It's what's in the belly. All the inflammation is caused by a high plant-based, low-fat diet. Sorry. Lydia Queshupa, 7 to 8 millimeters or above. That's kind of it. Triple lining. There isn't one number that's it, but over 8 is probably better. But we usually use 7 to 8 millimeters. Available on the website. Yes, Tabitha. If you go to drkiltz.com or CNY Fertility, you can look at my nutritional solution for a fertile life. Listen, it's not just for those with fertility issues. It's living your best life at no matter what age. I'll be 66 in March on the 12th, and I've been doing Kiltz's keto, 1 meal a day, high-fat steak and eggs for about 10 years now, and I've never felt better. Do I sometimes eat French fries, a martini, ice cream and cookies and cake? Yes. Rewards are good, but not, you don't want to punish yourself, by the way, and no cheating ever. And remember, you're the Ferrari. You're the most expensive, valuable, irreplaceable entity ever in the universe. Why wouldn't you do something that's so valuable for you to take care of you, your husband, your wife, your partner, whatever gender descriptions you use in all of this? But young and old and all, from birth to death, we should be keto. I say keto for the masses and carnivore for those that want to be the very few. Now, again, all of us are a shining light of the masters of our own lives, by the way. This is why it's so crazy amazing. We all, in medicine, we all are here to share ways of health and wellness that are game-changing. And nothing that I'm telling you is proprietary. Let me tell you that right now. And I'm not going to sue any doctor for sharing Kiltz's keto or the immune protocols. I've had people that emulate my website or my pricing. Please The more people that do this, the better. How many cycles after laparoscopy should we wait to transfer again? Jackie, 1 is all you need. In many ways, maybe 2. Egg retrieval and transfers, Adriana Durres. Probably June. I'm really working diligently hard to get that done. Currently 25 weeks, 1 embryo. How long should I wait till giving birth to transfer? Renee Villa. Let's see, my mother had me in March on the 12th, and next year my brother Tom, March 2nd. So how long do you wait? 2 to 3 months should be all you need. If you have a C-section, maybe 6 months. That's kind of the roundabout numbers. Breath and Smile. Check out my book, The Fertile Secret, Living Your Best Life and Daily Intentions. We're all working with love and kindness and forgiveness. And believe me, all the doctors out there, Dr. Gleicher and so many others I respect highly. And I know we're all working together to provide the most affordable and great care imaginable. And doctors that are patenting things and lawyers that are patent troll attorneys, that's not right. We need to change it up. And that's what I had to say. I know I probably should. Renee Villa, pleasure. Natalie. Hello, Natalie. For AF due tomorrow, and then I'll start first round. All right, you guys, every day, let's all begin to visualize and pray of a beautiful success for everyone in this, and that all these things that are burdensome in our lives could just float away, and we'll all flow down this generous, great journey together. And when you have faith over facts and spirit over science, and sometimes the science is maybe a little snake oil. Flim flam magic man. That's where I think so many of us have worked in this world, and we've got to let it go. Let's see, regular protocol. Let's see, I got the regular protocol. Tried to ask my doctor, what about this protocol? And he didn't want to say anything. Let's see, you guys look at Kiltz's family building guide. I can have it here somewhere. CNY Fertility Family Building Guide, protocol 2 and 3. Look at them. You guys want to do them, just tell us. We'll be glad to. Or ask, hey, Dr. Kiltz suggested I do at least protocol 3, if not protocol 4. And if you want to look at Regimen testing or genetic testing, even if you want to do embryo biopsies, I'm not against it. I'll support you in whatever you want, but they might have thrown me out had I been tested. And that's why I want to tell you we should support all embryos to get into your uterus and be given the chance for life. Embryo transfer with anesthesia. We can do anesthesia, by the way, for your embryo transfer. All you need to say is, I would like anesthesia for my embryo transfer, and it can be done. I have to slow down, breath and smile every day, and faith and prayer and gratitude to all of us on this journey. Even the challenges that I'm experiencing are all handed to me by this higher power that many of us label as God, whatever you want to, but everything works in our favor. And we want these things to work in all of our favors. Maybe we need to get rid of this patent on DHEA that shouldn't be, but it takes maybe way too much money. But if everyone goes to the FDA, FTC and says, why is there a patent on DHEA? The science isn't there. It should be eliminated. Maybe we can all change it, because this world of health and wellness belongs to all of us. You guys are equally responsible as I am, and the successes and the failures, we all can work together to make this better every day. Waiting for AF to start due tomorrow. I'll start my 3rd round of AF first with CNY this week. CNY is giving me hope by giving me another chance. Never give up, never give up, never give up, never give up. That's our pleasure, by the way. Syracuse, for monitoring retrieval. I'm there until the 24th, then I'm gone for like a week plus. But I have an amazing team, and I got to tell you, Dr. Maggs, Dr. Fink, Dr. Grossman, Dr. Ditkoff, let's see, Dr. Chang, Dr. D'Souza, Dr. Verdialis, Dr. Condrip, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Corley, all of our docs. And I know I'm missing someone there, and I so apologize. Dr. Wajkowski, Walensky, I'm sorry. And all of these amazing team members. And again, I don't always remember all the names, and I apologize. And all the team members, I apologize. I was just out in Colorado, amazing team, and they're learning to follow the CNY Fertility way. And I'm a little bit of a nutcake for sure, but I've learned some things over my 30 years of doing this that I know that our goal should not be towards money, but to making mommies. And if what we're doing is money first, well, we are in the wrong profession, in my opinion. So we can all do better. Let's see, just joining, would like to know how practice to get done the pre-implantation biopsy testing. Just tell the team you'd like PGS testing on your embryos, sign a consent, talk to Cooper Genomics, and we'd be glad to do it. It's as simple as that. But you must remind someone that you want to do that every step of the way. Anyone allergic to their own estrogen. So is it safe to transfer? I go to this, it's Christy Marie. My bet is you're eating something you're allergic to that makes you think you're allergic, but to that, in my opinion, there's something getting in your body that you're creating an allergic immunologic reaction. Now, it could be that there's some markers on the embryo from the dad's side that are creating inflammation. This is where gestational carrier, IVIG, reproductive immunology, and we practice this. We work with Dr. Vidali, Dr. Kwok Kim, and others out there but we do reproductive immunology. I talk tremendously in our family building guide. You can get a digital free copy on our website, or you can go to Amazon and get a copy, by the way. I'm probably talking down about DHEA. I think it's snake oil lately. I think the science may be questionable. It might be harmful. So we have sold in the past, but I'm recommending don't take it. That's my current recommendation. Till we have further science, prospective, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, and the scientists that are doing the studies don't have a conflict of interest, which I'm seeing that there is one going on out there, maybe for many of us. Biggest piece of advice you'd give someone over the age of 40 going through IVF, Christina Marie. Have faith. Visualize the thing you desire as if it is, and it shall be that or better. Kiltz's keto is 1 meal a day, high fat. I recommend carnivore, but if you're Mediterranean, vegan, or vegetarian, it's always add the fat, cook the carbs well, 1 meal a day. Tabitha, painful periods, endometriosis, inflammation, adenomyosis. Believe my diet may cause inflammation. Kiltz always says diet is deadly. The modern 10,000-year-old plant-based diet is deadly. The nutritional solution is actually a primal sapien carnivore lifestyle, which is fatty meat, 1 meal a day. That's really the home run that everything I've ever believed. Look at Ken Berry, look at, boy, my brain is Jamie Seaman, Kelly Hogan, Judy Cho, so many out there in so many ways. Best cycle day to transfer day 6 embryos. If it's a frozen transfer, it's usually, those are blasts, by the way. It's the 6th day of progesterone in general, 120 hours plus or minus 3 hours in general. That's in general, Lydia. I can't say specifically for you. You have to work with a practitioner, one of our docs, and we'll help you make that decision. By the way, it's my pleasure to provide this. Listen, whether you come to CNY Fertility or not, take our journals, our information, talk to your doctor. If you want to call me up, have them call me up. I'd be glad to talk. Very, very, very open to sharing these things with everyone, by the way. No patents here, no proprietary information, all free of charge. Snake oil science, and we got to change it up in all ways, by the way. Let's see, IVIG, especially since it's more expensive. Well, we can't do it weekly. What's the frequency? IVIG. IVIG could be 10 grams a week, 20 grams every 2 weeks, or maybe 40 grams every 4 weeks. There's not a one size fits all, even for DHEA or vitamins or all these other supplements. Remember, the plants are the predators that want to kill us. They own this universe. We hallucinate to them. We get high on them. Basically, plants are the poisons, and that's the craziness to the story. But I would say that Kiltz's keto is kick-ass, a low-inflammatory lifestyle. 1 meal a day at night, high fat. Do you need all these supplements? No science says specifically, yes, you need these things. These are ideas that we're sharing that maybe have a low risk and low cost, but when they have a high cost, like IVIG, this is where we're questioning a little bit. But if IVIG were a lot less expensive, I would probably recommend it a lot more, because what is the cause of most infertility, most cancer, most hypertension, diabetes, liver, lung, kidney disease? It's all, guess what? Inflammation due to a high plant-based, low-fat, and herbivore diet. Herbivores eat all day long. Carnivores eat 1 time a day or less. If you simply ate whatever you eat 1 time a day, game changer. Oat milk, soy milk, almond milk, and coconut milk, in my opinion, are deadly. Don't touch them. And juicing is also deadly. Don't do it. Cook your vegetables, your fruits well, and eat them with a lot of fat 1 time a day. What's the best meal? Night. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, intermittent feasting, and salt. Achieve best results before you go to bed is the best meal of the day. Rest and digest. And listen, almost everything we've learned about nutrition and diet is incorrect. And basically, the world of science is highly manipulated by, guess what, the almighty dollar. And we need to be sharing ideas that really make sense. And if you look at our ancient cultures, many of the primitive people of the world, whatever, savages, primitive, indigenous, whatever it is, but when we lived on the land as hunter, mostly occasional gatherers, when the fruits and vegetables, by the way, vegetables, you have to add spices and cook them well. I like garlic and onions, but I don't touch those anymore. That's the game changer. Now, Maria and I put together a keto for fertility cookbook. She's the cooking queen, by the way. She provides the recipes, but I am going to start doing a little bit more cooking. If you haven't seen just a simpleton, steak and eggs with salt and butter, 1 meal a day, game changed, right? No more pasta, bread, yogurt, no more vegetables, juicing, almond milk, oat milk, and mush is for the masses. And meat is for the masters. And you guys are all the masters of your life. No one else. That's the amazing part. Intralipid infusions, yes. Can Sarasota? Yes, Sarasota's doing intralipids. They will be doing IVIG. They do them, I think. They'll be doing PRP, HCG washes. We're going to be working with some acupuncturists there and hopefully getting some in the Sarasota office. So I'm really excited about all of this coming together. I'll be back in the office tomorrow for the week. I'll do surgery at the end of the week. And laparoscopy, hysteroscopies. Talk to your gynecologist. Get rid of those fibroids, endo. If you have bad fallopian tubes, adios. We also do reversals. No matter your size, shape, age, weight, gender, political, religious description, it doesn't matter. Have faith in the goddess and the God in the mirror, because that's who we are. Right? Love and forgiveness, that's critical. But to you and everyone else, and I see that also for everyone, right? Even the challenges that I'm experiencing each and every day, God has given them to me to work in our favor. In one way or another, maybe it's saying DHEA, patent, goodbye, or this is not right. Professional organizations, FDA, FTC, or why are the professional organizations not standing up and saying, this is not right? We all need to do it. Get to resolve, get to your congressman. But most of all, ask your docs, did you know that there's a patent on DHEA and you're not supposed to be telling me about this unless you pay a particular doctor in order to say it? I know. I'm probably getting myself in trouble, but I think we need to do something different to make this world a better place and lower cost and more accessible fertility care and all medical care, by the way. Now we need access in a better way through the internet and through all of you, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We can do better. Ken Berry is one, Sean Baker is another, Paul Saladino. So many people out there sharing a way. And to me, carnivore keto, 1 meal a day, and infinite faith and belief in God is critical for all of us. That's what I believe in, by the way. Natural full-term pregnancy before, but had tubes taken out. And are you more like or less likely to conceive via IVF first time? More likely, Tiffany, because and why were they taken out? And I don't, but yeah, if it was a full-term natural pregnancy and then your tubes were removed, probably now they're doing a tubal ligation, removing women's tubes, which I think is ridiculous. Priming, Heather, with Omnitrope. Will I also take Omnitrope during stims? I usually recommend to take 2 to 4 weeks of Omni estrase prometrium, then go right into a stim. You don't need a period, and you can use the Omnitrope throughout your stim. Some people might add some Neupogen, by the way, but I do a ton of low-dose protocols. Letrozole 10, Gonal 200, or Falstim 200, HCG20 with the low-dose HGH, or 150 of Gonal or Falstim plus Menopur 75. Low dose, low dose, low dose. No matter the center you're going to, ask about the mini low dose. I think it works wonderfully. So we need to think about this, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, Tiffany, I think it's ridiculous. Doctors are removing a woman's tubes for a tubal ligation. They shouldn't be doing it. One day we're going to find out that we didn't reduce ovarian cancer, but we did take out a woman's choice and a chance to do a reversal. Weekly intralipids starting the time of the transfer, a week before, the day of the transfer, right around that, and go to maybe 12 to 14 weeks. I'm giving you my experience and recommendations. Where's the straightforward prospective randomized studies? I don't know. They're not there. I'm giving you things that I've learned from my experience and our patients and your patients and all of that. Let's see. I have my own 9-year-old embryo frozen from when I was 34, but I'm now 43. I've reached out via email, new consult, but no contact back yet. Shanna Patrizi, 315-416-9872. And we've been so crazy inundated. And let's share with everyone affordability, access, quality, and open source and lower cost medications. Listen, go to Resolve. Say, guys, let's get lower cost. Did you know that some doctors are patenting a supplement that may be costing me more money? Maybe we should ask for a refund if they're costing us more money for something that you can get for less money, but the patent was illegally and unethically given. That's where I think the biggest problem to all this is. We can change it up. Priming 2 weeks, pre-period, should I have done another month? 2 to 4 weeks, I think, is fine, serendipity designed. You guys doing good? Thank you for listening to my craziness. All respect and honor to all the docs, the scientists, all of us humans at all levels with ideas that you don't require a PhD or an MD or even a college education. It's equally accessible to everyone today. And Dr. Casson, by the way, was the first to write about DHEA being possibly something to help. So it seems to me Dr. Casson should get the credit if in fact it's due, but most of the studies say that it might be doo-doo, and so stay away, in my opinion. So gratitude to everyone. I'll see you guys this week. If you're around in any of our locations, get a picture with Dr. Maggs and Dr. Fink or Dr. Chang, Dr. D'Souza, let's see, Grossman, Ditkoff, Banerjee, let's see, Corley, Lutheringer, and Kiltz. My gratitude to everyone. Text me, call me. I do my best. Some days I get so many text messages, I can't do it all. Sometimes I have to turn it off. I have to rest. Bring back the energy for tomorrow, another day. Patience is the best way in the process of getting the success that you're looking towards, by the way. 40 years young, stage 4 endo, doing an FET in Colorado. What should I do to prepare myself for uterus transfer? Again, this, let's see, I've got to get the right, go to the website, look at Kiltz's Keto Family Building Guide. look at the immune protocols. All these things I think are helpful. You might look towards a hysteroscopy DNC. Talk to the team about a level 3 or level 4 immune protocol. Why wait for failures when you can get as many of these things done before you even do any transfers? That's what I think is really important. So, guys, thank you. I hope I haven't misspoken in any way. My honor to everyone, love and gratitude. God bless. I'll see you guys this week. Take care. Bye, everyone.